This is KNBH Channel 4 Hollywood. Stay tuned now for Trophy Room with Cleve Herman.
KNBC 4 Los Angeles.
This is the KNBC News Service with Tom Brokaw.
KNBC Los Angeles. KNBC Los Angeles.
This is the KNBC News Service sign-off edition for Tuesday, the 22nd of May. The time in 20 seconds, 1:21 in the morning. The Watergate hearings resume today at 7 a.m. KNBC will carry it live. Convicted conspirator James McCord will be questioned about his testimony last Friday. Sources say Senate investigators have found discrepancies in the testimony. John Caulfield, whom McCord said delivered an offer for executive clemency in exchange for his silence, is scheduled to follow McCord. Richard Helms, former CIA director, says H.R. Haldeman and John Ehrlichman ordered the CIA to help block the Watergate investigation. CIA records show that the two men used the president's name to ask the CIA to discourage the FBI from investigating presidential campaign funds channeled through Mexico. This is the KNBC News Service sign-off edition. It's the 7th of February. The time, 1 minute and 17 seconds after 1 o'clock in the morning. The largest demonstration in the history of Northern Ireland took place Sunday without any of the anticipated violence. About 20,000 took part in the 30-minute march in the border town of Newry. Here is a report.
KNBC 4 Los Angeles.
This is Channel 4, KNBC, Los Angeles.
This is Channel 4 KNBC Los Angeles.
The East-West Players perform two children's plays tomorrow at 2:30.
Racing ability on The Price is Right tonight at 7:30. Good morning. This is the KNBC News Service sign-off edition for Thursday, May the 15th. In the news this morning, the Cambodian government surrenders the U.S. merchant ship it had captured, together with all its crew. A massive jailbreak in Chicago, and Ray Duncan introduces the 30-passenger Volkswagen. Now the details.
Leonard Nimoy goes in search of ancient flight, 7:30 Saturday.
Former Governor Ronald Reagan on News Conference, 6:30 Sunday. KNBC Los Angeles. World Championship Tennis at Caesars Palace Sunday afternoon at 3. Former Governor Ronald Reagan on News Conference, 6:30 Sunday, following News Center 4. Southland Bluegrass Festival on the Sunday Show at 4.
This is Channel 4 KNBC, the national broadcasting company in Los Angeles. Our transmitter is located on Mount Wilson, California, at an elevation of more than 6,170 feet. Until we return to the air with our first program this morning, speaking for the staff and management of KNBC, this is Victor Bozeman wishing you all good night.
This is News Center 4, prepared each day by Southern California's largest television news staff, and reported by Tricia Toyota, with Kelly Lang, Bob Abernathy, David Horowitz, and Stu Nahan. Now for the vacationing Jess Marlowe, here is Tricia Toyota.
This is News Center 4, the 11 p.m. edition with John Schubeck, Stu Nahan Sports, Pat Sajak Weather, and Robin Groth with the Nightside Report. Now here is John Schubeck.
Women with Perfect Husbands tomorrow at 3 on Donahue. Good morning. This is the News Center 4 sign-up edition for Saturday, July the 4th, Independence Day. In the headlines this morning, the only survivor of the Laurel Canyon Massacre remains under police guard. Nancy Reagan celebrates a birthday. Chris Everett Lloyd celebrates a big victory. And L.A. County lifeguards are gearing for a busy holiday weekend. And now the details. Los Angeles police continue to stand guard at the hospital room of the sole survivor of last Wednesday's shootout at the to upper 90s. The overnight low is around 70. Heavy surf at the beaches, mostly poor air quality except for mountain, desert, and the beach areas. Well, this has been the News Center 4 sign-up edition for Saturday, July the 4th. We'll be back with local news at 5:30 this afternoon, followed by world and national news at 6 o'clock. Stay tuned to Channel 4 throughout the day for all the breaking news. Family Feuds turn into Family Fortunes tomorrow at 7:30. The laughs never stop as Norm Crosby's Comedy Shop tomorrow at 7.
Owned by the National Broadcasting Company. We've been broadcasting from our transmitter located on Mount Wilson, California, at an elevation of more than 6,200 feet. Until we return to the air with our first program this morning, speaking for the staff and management of KNBC, this is Victor Bozeman wishing you all good night.
We don't.
Hispanics in Los Angeles. What does the future hold for this growing cultural, economic, and political force? Frank Cruz hosts 9:30 Wednesday. Channel 4, your World Series station.
Should parents pay for the mistakes of children who are underage and untouchable? Donahue, Monday at 3. KNBC, Los Angeles.
Boulevard and then turn north on Balboa, up to the Ventura Freeway, and start heading east. Trisha Toyota, John Deere, Dunahan Sports, Kevin O'Connell Weather, and Nightside reporters Kirsty Wild and Pete Peppers. This is News for L.A. Nightside.
Kirsty Wild, John Beard, Fred Rogan, Sports, Fritz Coleman, Weather. News for L.A., number 1 at 4.
KNBC Los Angeles. Good morning, everyone. In the news this morning, the scare over cyanide-laced Tylenol continues to keep authorities busy around the Chicago area and around the country. There have now been 7 deaths linked to the poisoned pills. A group of Amerasian children are due in Los Angeles later today to be reunited with their American fathers. And in sports, the Angels celebrated with champagne. They're in the American League playoffs, but the Dodgers will have to wait until later today to find out where they stand. These numbers appear on the box and the bottle of the capsules: 1801 MA, MC 2880, and 1910 MD. No cyanide has been found in any bottles of the capsules taken from stores in Southern California. We now rejoin a broadcast of the 11 p.m. edition of News for L.A.
Time now for News for L.A., the late Sunday edition with Cynthia Allison and Frank Cruz. Fritz Coleman with the weather, Ron Hendren with the commentary, and Fred Rogan with a special Sunday expanded edition of Sports for L.A. Now, News for L.A. at 11.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Broadcasters, in cooperation with federal, state, and local authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or instructions. This station serves the Los Angeles area. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is Channel 4, KNBC, Los Angeles.
Kirsty Wild,
John Beard. Fred Rogan, Sports. Fritz Coleman, Weather. And Carol Hutchison, Health. Channel 4 News, number 1 at 4.
Tension heating up between the United States and Libya. Cover story.
This fall, primetime moves to 7:30 on NBC, and something very funny is going to happen. That wasn't it.
Black women, white men relationships, today at 3 on Donahue.
This fall, primetime begins at 7:30 on NBC.
Primetime begins at 7:30 on NBC.
Happy holidays from all of us at Channel 4.
Will the LA schools be on strike tomorrow? The story on the late news tonight.
Ken Shocknick, Carla Aragon, Christopher Nance, Weather, Fred Rogan, Sports. This is Today in LA. Linda Alvarez, John Beard, Fritz Coleman, Weather, Fred Rogan, Sports, David Horowitz, Fight Back, and Steve Gendel, Health. Channel 4 News at 4, number 1 in Southern California.
KNBC TV Channel 4.
KNBC TV Channel 4 Los Angeles.
Metro traffic on Today in LA, mornings at 6 and 6:30. Today in LA, weekdays at 6 and 6:30, only on Channel 4, because waking up can be a real bear.
KNBC TV Channel 4 Los Angeles.
7 Central, NBC Sunday.
You are watching Channel 4 News, coverage you can count on. Now, live in Southern California, this is Channel 4 News at 5.
No comment.
Now, Chuck Henry, Kelly Lang, Fritz Coleman Weather, Fred Rogan Sports. Live in Southern California, the Channel 4 News at 4.
Live from NBC4, the station working for you. Kent Shocknick, Kathy Vara, Christopher Nance AccuWeather, and Paul Johnson Metro Traffic. This is Today in LA, Southern California's #1 morning news.
Live from NBC4, the station working for you. Kent Shocknick, Kathy Vara, Christopher Nance AccuWeather. Southern California's #1 news, the Channel 4 News at 11 a.m.
The mystery of LAX, why some call it the Bermuda Triangle at 11.
Live from your home for the 2000 Olympic Games, Colleen Williams, Paul Moyer, Fritz Coleman AccuWeather, and Fred Rogan Sports. This is the Channel 4 News at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
To Catch a Thief, Thursday at 11, only on the Channel 4 News.
Live, you're watching Today in LA. Live from NBC4, this is the Channel 4 News at 5.
Is it the Holy Grail in the search for Amelia Earhart? Never-before-seen documents and photos are adding a new Southern California twist to her disappearance. A Chuck Henry exclusive. Amelia's final flight. Tonight on NBC4 News at 11.
You're watching NBC4. Here's what's happening today in LA. NBC4's Today in LA continues at 6:30.
NBC4 News at noon starts now.
Then a mom wins the battle over this billboard. Why she says it had to come.
You're watching the NBC4 News at noon.
NBC4 News at 6 starts now.
NBC4 News at 11 a.m. starts now. NBC4 News at 6 starts with breaking news.
And look at that officer.
Today in LA at 4 starts now.
About those.
NBC4 News at 4 starts now. NBC4 News at 7 starts with breaking news.